Heyo everyone, it's AJ, and today I have a little manga haul. And I say a little manga haul, this is actually like my biggest manga haul that I've ever fucking done. Because basically last payday I got a good pay, so I went a little crazy. Like if you follow me on TikTok, you would have seen like the month before, and I was like, oh yeah, I bought like 12 volumes or something like that, and I was like, oh, look at me being scandalous. Oh my god. Yeah, I have over 40 this month. Yeah, so I have like no money left, so this is why I can do this manga haul now for November, because yeah, payday's about 2 weeks away, so yeah, I can't buy anything else. But anyway, let's dive into it, because there's some goodies, and some of them just make me so happy to have. So let's dive into it, just to show you like how bad it is, or at least for me personally. Oh shit, I moved the camera, but anyway. I have literally got them in this box. Oh Jesus. It's no light. Oh. And the box is now starting to rip, and I need to go fix my camera. There we go. Hi. So, yeah. Obviously, not usually for me, but fuck it, let's go. Right. Let me just try and dive into any of the piles that are in here. It would have been sensible to actually organise this, but this is me. So obviously I didn't. But we'll start off with a series that I've just started, and I'd kind of been putting off for a wee while. I don't know why. It was in my mind. I was like, right, I had it in my wish list. I was like, right, I want to start this series because I've heard good things. It sounds like it's right up my street and everything like that. But obviously, if you've been in the channel for a while, you know at the beginning of the year I had to go in a manga ban because I had to be smart with my financial situation. Yeah, I wish I was still like that now, but anyway. So, I finally picked up Sakamoto Days. So, action comedy. Like, it sounds literally right up my street. I love, like, the art style and whatnot, and I've just heard countless good things about it. So, I got the first volume. I may have then ended up buying the next two volumes. So, I technically, at the moment, have all 3 volumes that are out here to buy. I know the 4th one's out, I think, like, in America and whatnot, but it hasn't hit my shelf yet. So, I have all of them at the moment, so I'm looking forward to getting into them. Because that sounds, like I said, it just sounds like a fun time, and I've just heard good things about it for, like, over a year now or something like that. I heard about it when it just came live, like, on the Shonen Jump website kind of thing. But I never, like, started reading it, because I don't generally read things chapterly for Shonen Jump. I'm generally, I'll just read through volumes. But, hey, here we go. So, a nice way to kind of start off the series. So, there we go, 3 down. 42 to go. Then, buying more bulk for a series is Toyobound Hurricane. So, Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 6. I have been having issues trying to get Volume 4 for ages. Like, see, with Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4, I have had issues trying to get all 3 of them for ages, but I can get these ones like nobody's business. Like, see if I'm trying to get them now, there's no issues. They're perfectly well in stock. But see, just trying to get 2, 3, and 4, absolute pain. But I'm so happy to get this. Like, I love this art style. Like, you're going to hear that a lot, unfortunately. But, like, there's just something nice about this art style. And this is going to sound really stupid. I need to try and read more into the series so that I can justify buying the art book. I want to buy the art book like nobody's business, because I think the art style in this is just so goddamn pretty. But I don't want to buy it just in case it spoils anything for me. So I think maybe once I get to volume 10, I feel like that's a safe place for me to go get the art book. We'll see. But yeah. Also, these covers are just so nice and pretty, and also once you line them up, obviously, with all the spines, it's going to be very colourful on my shelf. which obviously I need to try and fit it in somehow. So yeah, the next video is probably going to be me trying to rearrange all of this and finally using these shelves as risers to try and get all of this in, because oh god, is it a mess. And moving on to next bulk. Oh, that was books falling. But anyway, next series that's been giving me issues for ages. Commie Can't Communicate, especially this fucking volume. Volume 7. Like, I've also got 8 and I have 9. These I can get like nobody's business, because I will admit, I technically had these first before this bloody arrived. I ordered this and went and bought these two because I knew this was coming, but this took like weeks to get here. Do I regret it? No, because this is just such a sweet series. If you've watched the anime, like, you'll know. It's just a fun series, and it's like I just can't wait to get into it more. So, especially because obviously the anime stops, I think, roughly between these volumes. I think this is where they kind of stop, I think, or I'm not entirely sure. But I know there's like a new character that kind of appears and whatnot. I know a wee teeny weeny bit about her because I think she's on the cover of volume 10, and I know what her role kind of is. So I want to kind of read to know, because obviously I don't know if we're getting another lot of the anime. And there's like 25 volumes or something like that now, so I am very far behind, because obviously I'm only at bloody 9. I have so much more to go, which also means a whole lot more money to go down in the drain. But anyway, happy times. That's the only issue with like big volume series. Your money just goes like nobody's business. Oh well, the joys. But sticking on with carrying on series that I don't need to worry about because I'm now up to date on, Masho Volume 8. This is a great series. I can't wait for the anime to come out. I think it's January it's due, and this is just going to be a fun time. Great fun, great comedy. Anything that spoofs magic, it's all good in this hood. Also, I really love these covers because it's just so nice, because it looks like the book spines, like fancy ass book spines. So it's just nice seeing them all kind of line up. There we go. Not that you can really see it well in this light, but yeah. You just need to trust me in that. This literally feels like I'm doing like a pick and mix. I'm just going like this and just picking out something. I probably should have organised that a bit better. But anyway. Speaking of continuing series, Volume 9 of Moriarty the Patriot. I actually picked this up by accident. And I got this like a week early before it was due to come out actually here, so I just saw it on the shelf and I was like, oh, that is mine? You are going in my basket? And then ended up just cancelling the pre-order on this. I was like, I'd rather have it now rather than wait like a week where there's a good chance it probably still won't come, because it'll be like, oh, we didn't have enough submission funds and whatnot, and blah, you know, shite. I've actually not done a lot of pre-orders recently because I had so many issues at the beginning of the year and whatnot, so I've actually kind of stopped. I've just been trying to buy them in like in shops, or if the website does have them in stock on the day they come out, I just buy it then. Anyway, digressing. So I have another block series. So I have a complete series, technically, but it's only 3 volumes. And it was one of the animes that I actually liked last year. I think it was in the spring season last year, which is technically an adaptation of a stage play, which then from the anime became a manga. So I got Mars Red. Even though the pacing was a wee bit weird here and there, but then I thought, well, if I buy the manga, they might have fixed the pacing a little bit and kind of filled in some blanks. I've not read it yet. However, I'm quite excited to read it because I really did like the story of it. It's kind of nice having like, it's like a completed series. It's like all in winner. It's like, there we go. It's like, yeah, it's another completed series for the list. Because I also like have like a big document of like all my manga, and I've color coded it as well. So if it's in teal, that means it's like a completed series. So it's quite nice just having another blue like tealy line being like, hey, this is completed. Oh, how sad I am. But anyway. I was about to say, speaking of weird tealy colours, and I was like, here we go. So anyway, Volume 8 of Spy Family with Frankie! What I love in here is, like, at the very back, like, obviously you have, like, the wee Frankie pages, and it's like, he gives you, like, the confidential, like, classified info and whatnot, but he's like, fuck that, I'm on the cover. It's like, yay! Like, I love it. It's so good. Also, Spy Family. Just top notch. Just a great read. I can't wait for the next one. See, Volume 9 has Becky on it. Oh, her cover. I love her wee cover. Also, I just love Becky. How can you not love Becky? But speaking of volumes that were a pain to get, I finally have the first volume of the case study of Eventitas. Do you know how much of a bitch it's been to get this volume? Like, it has technically been available, right? But I am not paying well over retail price for this, right? I finally got this at a normal price, because I'm very much that person that's like, I am refusing to pay well over the retail price. Obviously, it's nicer if I get it in a deal, like if I get it in like a 3 for 2 or anything like that. But nah. So I finally get this. I now have the issue of I can't buy volume fucking 2. Volume 2's out of stock in places. I'm like, this happens to me all the time. Like, it probably happens to you as well if you collect manga and whatnot and you know the pain way too well. But you try and go for one volume, every other volume around about it is in stock, and then when you get it, the next one is out of stock. And I'm like, I hate this, because I don't like buying gaps. Like, see the people who can just buy random volumes, just have them in the collection, and just like, it goes from like 1, 5, 10, and I'm like, no. I only did that once, well, with Bungle up here, because I've already read it. However, I've not like really read most of her series, like online or anything like that. So I have no clue, and I don't want to buy ahead just in case I accidentally swipe through it and I get spoiled. I want to enjoy it like volume by volume. But also it'll just drive me insane looking at it on my shelf, and it's like, here's all the gaps. Especially when like they're such colourful ones. Like, see, like Toilet Bound, like I could have went and bought more of those volumes. But then the fact that obviously they're all different coloured, and the fact that it was like, oh nope, numbers are wrong. I got away with it for Bungle because I would use my Nendoroids to cover up between like 14 and 16 to show that 15 was missing. So, and also they're all white, they're all practically like the same kind of spine, so it's not as noticeable. So unless you really looked, you might have just assumed it was there. I know some people did, but yeah. Speaking of which, I finally got 15! My Bungle collection is now finally up to date. I have every English volume of all the series, and it's glorious. Also, the fact I really like this cover has been an absolute pain as well, because I've been wanting this cover for so long. But this is like the momentous moment of this haul, is the fact that this is here after 2 years of trying to find it, trying to get it at a reasonable price, and it now means that's completed. There's no more gaps. I don't need to buy volumes out of order anymore. It's so sad, but it makes me so happy. Obviously, if you're not new to the channel, you'll know, like, why. Oh, so happy! Anyway, we'll move on from that. I was actually planning on showing that last, given that this is the channel, but it was just there, so I thought I might as well. Right. It is now semi-organised to this little degree, because I now have some queer manga. So, we're going into the queer section. I'm now running out of space on my desk, so this is going to be fun about where I'm going to put all these books. Fun! Because basically, the current pile is like this height, so if I put more on, it's going to obviously get in the way of the camera. Fun! But anyway, actually, should I actually kind of organise this a little bit better? Wait a minute, let me swap these over, right? Yay! Right, we'll start off with GLs, because I've got a couple of GLs and I've got 3 BLs. So, we'll start with See You Tomorrow at the Food Court. And I just love these matty covers. I just think they feel nice. I don't ask why, I just like them. And I just feel like they're softer as well, which is kind of nice. But anyway, cute little GL, basically 2 lassies at school who are like complete opposites in personality. One's like a Garu, one's just like a wee quiet, kind of like nerdy lassie. And like basically unlikely friends basically, and then they meet up at the food court and just chat and like just enjoy each other's company and whatnot. Very cute concept. It's just a wee one-off as well, which is always great. I'll go with that pile. And the other little GL I have is another little school one. However, this one basically focuses on a lassie who's trying to write a story, like a romance story. And one of our classmates basically finds like our wee manuscript and offers to be her girlfriend so that they have material to write for her book. It's like, so basically it's them basically being a couple so that the writer has inspiration and like has kind of more truer accounts about how to write her book and whatnot. So I've not read it yet, but I think it sounds really cute and the artwork's really nice as well. So I think it'll be rather nice to read. And it's really sad. It's like, now we go into the BLs and they're all wrapped. I've not even taken them out yet. They're just like been sitting there in this box. I'm like, I'll take the film off once like they go on the shelf. Like, I can't be bothered dealing with that right now. But sticking to the theme of volumes that I've been an absolute bitch to get, Candy Color Paradox Volume 2. Honestly, could not tell you how long I've been trying to get this. Like, maybe at least a year and a half or something like that. And it's been the same kind of issue. I bought Volume 1. Volume 2 has obviously been out of stock for a million billion years on any kind of website that I use and whatnot for a decent price. And now that I have Volume 2, I can't get Volume 3, can I? I can get Volume 4, I can get Volume 5. And the reason why I really sparked to try and like get these volumes now is because a 6th volume is coming out in March next year, and I was like, right, fuck that, I really want to try and get these again, because if there's a 6th volume, hopefully that would maybe get these volumes out. I don't know if that's the case, hence why I got this one, but now I need to try and see if I can get 3. But yeah. And next one is actually a finale one. It's like the last one in a series. So I've got 5th volume of Jealousy. And I will be honest, I've not even read fucking 4 yet. It's been sitting there for like a year and I haven't even read it. But I bought this one. It's the last one in the series. I know there was only 5 because it literally says like the final volume like on the back here. So that's obviously another completed collection, and it means I don't need to rush to like kind of get it and what like to read it and whatnot. So here we go. I swear this better like ending somewhat happy. Like honestly, fucking no. Like I'm not getting into this honestly. Yuichi honestly needs to find some form of happiness and like closure and resolve. I swear, right. That man just stresses me out in this story. I think that's probably why I've not started 4, because how Volume 3 ended, I'm just like not ready for that stress yet. But then that leads me to my last little BL that I picked up, which is Min and Sun, which I just saw randomly in Waterstones, and I was just like, oh, that looks like a cute cover, because they actually had it like displayed like this, which I thought was rather scandalous given the fact that it's an explicit one and obviously it's wrapped, but I was all up for it. So I picked it up because I was like, this looks pretty cool, and it was like, Yakuza member, drag queen thing, and I'm like, yes, sorted, I am interested now. It's just looks like, yeah, basically he becomes her, like their bitch, and I'm just like, yes. I like the thought of that, so hopefully this is good. And then I saw that the 2nd volume came out as well, and that cover is nice. So yeah, I really hope I like this because I want that 2nd cover. Oh, anyway, right, moving moving on, we're going on to like the bigger sized volume, so I've got slightly oversized. Oh, Jesus. So I'll start off with ones technically if you're already on the channel you would have seen already, which is Cat Massage Therapy. I've got volumes 2 and 3 here. Obviously I did last Manga Monday at the beginning of the week. I did these. Such a cute story, honestly. And also the fact that they're in colour. Honestly, best fucking thing. Just sucks that they cost more, obviously, but for this series anyway, it's so worth it. So worth it. It's so cute and adorable. Highly recommend it. If you haven't picked it up, pick it up. So pick me up when it's all over. Don't ask why. So the next volume is the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. This is the 3rd volume. I got the last 2 volumes in the last haul for October. October. I have to remember what bloody month it was there for a second. Jesus. So yeah, so I got the first 2 volumes after watching the anime. Fucking loved it. And I'm like, you know what? I need to get these. So I've now got all the ones out in English so far. The 4th one is due, I think, next month, if I remember correctly. I think it was due at the end of the month, but then it's been pushed to like the beginning of December. So I can't wait to get more of these. Because this was just so fun, and like the art style almost matches like the anime, so the anime actually did like a really good job of like taking up the art style and like running with it. Although the anime is slightly cleaner, you see a little bit more blood in this, but hey ho, they're just trying to make it a wee bit nicer to view. Then actually I technically forgot a queer manga, Black and White. Oops, sorry. So Tough Love at the Office. It's basically what sounds like enemies to lovers to enemies, like consistently just going round in a circle. Because basically they two compete like in the office. Like one just like got transferred into their office and they compete against each other to be like the best. But then basically outside of work, like they basically just have angry sex. That is what I've heard basically. Literally, on the back here, on the synopsis, it literally says, whether they're banging each other's heads or simply banging each other. So, yeah, basically, it's in an office, so basically it's an adult jail, but also it's, like, kind of funny as well, apparently, so I'm excited to read this. When this, like, got announced and I read it, I was like, that sounds, like, fucking fun. Because it was like, it's kind of like Watercoin. I was like, okay. And I was like, stuff it, let's go. And then I also have the 2nd volume of Crazy Food Truck. Yes, an apocalypse story. Woohoo! Guy has a food truck in the apocalypse. Like, yeah, picks up a lassie. Well, technically in the 1st volume, he picked up the lassie who was practically nothing. Like, no clothes, whatever, and then she's like a runaway, and he basically like takes her on and like protects her and whatnot. Not read this one yet, but yes, this is just silly and it's fun. I know volume 3 is out in places. I've just not been able to see it or get it yet, so that will probably either be next month or January. Being honest, I technically shouldn't really buy any next month. I should really be good apart from the ones I really really need next month. But anyway, so that's all of the loose manga. So that is 27 volumes that we just went through, and the last 18 volumes are in a box set. I now have my 2nd box set and I'm so happy about which one it is. Yes! Oran High School Host Club. Buzzing. I have been watching the prices for this like nobody's business. Like, it's normally £115. I got this baby brand new, all sealed. I did take it off because I wanted to look at it for £75. The greatest feeling of getting paid, knowing that was in stock at that price. Because I tried to actually buy this for October, but they were out of stock at that price. And then in other websites, they jumped back up to like £100, and I was like, nah, I've seen it for less. I'm gonna wait. Oh, how did my patience reward me. Also, all of the back. So yeah, just, oh, this is so awkward for me to hold up, my god. But there we go. The last 18 volumes of this 45 volume manga haul. There's also like a wee notebook sticky pad thing here as well, which is so fucking adorable. Am I gonna use it? No, that can stay in there for like the end of days. But I'm so buzzing. So yeah, there was my wee I say wee, Jesus Christ, it's fucking 45 volumes. It's like the most I've ever bought ever. So that was the manga haul for November. And obviously, like I said, I won't be really buying anything else until payday, but I probably shouldn't. But there's a couple of volumes that are due at the end of the month / the beginning of December, so I'll probably buy them. And then I'll obviously the festive season at the end of next month, so I've literally gave out a list to give out to people, so there should be a little mini haul for the end of the year, and then I'll get to do my tradition on Instagram of here is the collection and how it's grew. Because I don't do anything else. I don't have a life out with that. Oh, but anyway, let me know your wee thoughts. Like, is there any series that you've got yourself and you're excited to read, or is there any that you didn't even know existed, or excited to pick up yourself, or maybe look into? Oh, who knows? And if you kind of like this kind of video, let me know. I might try and do this. I might actually try and be good, and I might try and do wee monthly ones. I'll try and collect all the ones I buy throughout the month and do like wee hauls. But if not, if I don't do it there, you'll find it on TikTok. I usually do it there. Wee quick, here's what I bought kind of thing. So you probably would have seen some of the ones obviously this growing. So yeah, if you want to follow me there, you can get wee early updates about what manga comes in. And if not, I might just do wee videos like this. Oh, God, that was long. So, how long do you think it will be until I do another like manga haul and it's going to be like, I got 100 volumes? I don't know where that money's coming from, mind you, but like, oh, Jesus. But anyway, you never know, if Ko-fi like kind of sparks up, I might actually be able to do a fucking like 100 volume plus like manga haul of the month. But hey ho. Anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.